On a sunny day in September, I took a quick train ride into London to see a very special exhibition at a very special place. Kensington Palace, the place where Queen Victoria was born and where Diana, Princess of Wales, lived, was hosting dress codes. Walking through Kensington Gardens was a real treat, and I went past the orangery and took a little look inside. This is a lovely place to treat yourself to afternoon tea, and I fondly remembered the time when I attended my publisher's party here and met actor Dan Stevens from Downton Abbey fame. From here, it's a short stroll to the sunken garden, much beloved by Princess Diana, and where you can see the statue which was commissioned by her sons, Princes William and Harry. You can't enter the garden itself, but there are many lovely viewpoints through the hedge, so you can enjoy the flowers and the lovely lily pond. And there are, of course, fine views to the palace itself. I love the Tudor rose and bluebell detailing on these gates, and the shady walkway with little peeps of the palace. But perhaps the most famous gate at the palace is this ornate golden black one. This may look familiar to you, as it's the place where so many flowers and tributes were laid after Princess Diana's death in August 1997. Indeed, there were a few flowers and notes the day I visited, as it was close to the anniversary of her passing. I enjoyed a little picnic on a bench as the weather was so lovely, and then began my tour of the palace. I'd booked my ticket online the night before, and there weren't any queues on the afternoon I visited. There are several different areas of the palace, and I started with the exhibition, which was my main reason for my visit. The dress codes exhibition features several of Princess Diana's outfits, including this stunning red Bruce Oldfield dress. And a jacket which came from her family home of Althorpe. The photo of the princess wearing the stunning Elvis dress guards two very different outfits she wore. A practical Jasper Conran suit in scarlet wool, and a Catherine Walker Holtonet evening dress in a gorgeous green with diamante buttons. There were so many precious pieces on display, including a mourning dress of Queen Victoria's, and one of Queen Alexandra's. a jacket of Edward VIII's, and two delightful matching dresses of the young princesses Elizabeth and Margaret from 1936. Other treats in the exhibition included a wedding dress from 1927 and these two wonderful ball dresses with exquisite floral detailing. Leaving the exhibition, I found my way to the stairs in the King's State Apartments. These are the stairs that those visiting the King in Georgian times would have climbed. Royal artist William Kent created the King's Staircase in the 1720s, and 45 people are depicted in the paintings here. I particularly loved all the clothes that were displayed around the palace, giving a glimpse into the people who would have moved through these rooms. The King's Gallery is particularly grand and is the largest and longest room in the palace, and features a huge copy of Van Dyck's portrait of Charles I on horseback. One of the main draws to a visit to Kensington Palace is that it was where Queen Victoria was born in 1819. You can see some of her exquisite diamonds and emeralds in the jewel room, and it was fascinating to learn how much input Prince Albert had in the design of the pieces. This place is full of wonderful things from Victoria's childhood, including her doll's house, musical boxes, and locks of her hair. And there are portraits aplenty, including this of the young princess. But my favourite piece has to be this model depicting her coronation. I just love the figures watching the ceremony. Before leaving the palace, I had a quick visit to the cloakroom and was totally enraptured by the wallpaper in the corridor, showing scenes from Diana's life. Diana was also very present in the gift shop with books, plates, and jewellery inspired by her famous and fabulous sapphire engagement ring. It was still bright and warm outside, and I took a moment under the watchful gaze of Queen Victoria to enjoy the views across the round pond. It was time to leave Kensington Palace, and I walked through the park, enjoying the autumnal scenes. I kept the Princess Diana theme of the day going with a visit to the Serpentine Gallery in the grounds of Kensington Gardens. If you're a Diana fan, you may well recognise this as the place she wore the little black number that has been dubbed the revenge dress. And here is the route she took after getting out of the car and wowing everybody. The gallery is light, bright and modern. But I couldn't help feeling a little disappointed that the shop wasn't stocking postcards of Diana in that fabulous dress. I continued my walk through the park to the South Flower Walk, with views that writer Virginia Woolf would have known well. And from here, I made my way to the Albert Memorial, which stands opposite the Royal Albert Hall. Unveiled in 1872, the memorial commemorates the death of Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's beloved husband, who died at just 42 from typhoid fever. It shows him in golden splendour, holding a catalogue of the Great Exhibition of 1851, which was inspired by him. There are 4 fabulous marble figures in each of the corners, representing Europe, Asia, Africa, and America. It's wonderful to see it all up close, although I didn't get quite as close as this magpie, which dared to perch on the prince's head in a kind of corvid crown. There was just time to take a look at the Peter Pan statue, commissioned in 1912 by J.M. Barrie, who was a local resident and inspired by the beauty of the gardens here. The light was fading from the sky as I walked past the Serpentine and took a quick look at the Italian gardens. And all too soon, it was time to catch the train back home. Thank you so much for coming with me on my day out to Kensington. If you've enjoyed our trip together, do like and subscribe to join me on future outings. I'd love to have your company.